Welcome to the Dog Day Cafe channel. Today we are looking at the top 10 interesting facts about the French Bulldog. Number 1. Frenchies are into fashion. French Bulldogs are making waves in the dog fashion industry. Actually, it isn't hard to notice just how popular they've become in the fashion world as a whole. On top of being seen strutting labels like Cupreme or on leashes of Hollywood stars, they're also huge sensations on Instagram accounts and other reputable clothing lines. Heck, even Marc Jacobs, a popular figure, has released his own line of these dogs' accessories in order to appeal to fashion enthusiasts that aren't above squealing at the marveling sight of these gorgeous four-legged guys. With a Frenchie, every day is perfect to play dress up. Owners are into adoring their pets in the latest dog outfits, dog accessories, and easy walk harnesses. They strut their pups all over the city. The little lovers do not seem to mind at all. In fact, they seem to love all the attention. Some of the top celebrities that have been seen playing with their pups include The Rock, Hugh Jackman, and Lady Gaga. The relationship between fashion and animals isn't anything new. Poochers like Taraji P. Henson's K-Ball and Madonna's Olga are just some of the evidence of celebrities' obsession with dogs. Looking stylish in the latest designs is just one of the reasons why Frenchies should wear harnesses. Number 2. Most Frenchies can't swim. Wanna watch us around the swimming pool? Never happening. Because of their somewhat bulbous bodies, most French Bulldogs can't swim. They feature heavy bones and thick muscles. These breeds have a characteristic smooshed face called brachycephalic, meaning they boast a short, wide skull. In addition to their weight, the other core reason why Bulldogs can't swim has to do with their brachycephaly. Due to their short snouts, they must tilt up their faces higher to remain out of the water. Since they're tilted up, they have more trouble staying afloat. What's more is that their heavy torsos and short legs aren't conducive to flotation. High humidity and exhaustion may also have an impact on the ability of your dog to stay above water. The fact that these breeds are prone to rheumatism, arthritis, and chills is more reason to keep them out of water at all cost. That's why swimming and bullies doesn't always go together. In addition to Maltese, Corgis, Pugs, Dachshunds, and Basset Hounds, it may be best to leave them out of water. If you do decide to put them in water, make sure they are wearing a proper dog life jacket. Number 3. Their origin isn't from France. Contrary to what many people think, French Bulldogs do not originate from France. Their origin is English, Nottingham to be precise. An English artisan gave these dogs their name after their breeding shifted to France. England provided the solid foundation for the modern Frenchie, also known as the Old Bulldog. It's breeders in France that developed the tiny Bulldogs into the distinctly French type. American breeders on the other hand set the standard to what is today prescribed as the all-important bat ears. The dog's toy version drew the attention of lace makers in England. As they worked, they'd use them as lap warmers. When the lace industry shifted from England to France, they took their pups with them. It is in France that the Bulldogs from England bred with terriers to come up with the French Bulldogs or Bulldogs Français. Number 4. They're highly sensitive to criticism. Frenchie pups are very sensitive. Haha, they don't take criticism lightly. If you scold him or her, he or she is likely to mope around the house. They respond better to encouragement and positive reinforcement. Since they're overly sensitive, you must be extra cautious when handling them to avoid getting on your dog's nerves. Some of the things you shouldn't say to a Frenchie Bulldog include: no more treats, go play with the other dogs, mannerless dog, look at me when I'm speaking to you, meet my cat, you're a nice little fat dog, are you even French, time to go out for a jog, nice bat ears. Some dogs don't mind a stern reprimand. In fact, they can let it roll off their backs. However, others like the French Bulldog can't take even a cross look to heart. While this breed is very sensitive, you have to note that the dog is an incredible attention seeker. The pup craves constant companionship and loves people. Number 5. They make amazing babysitters. This dog race is perfect with children. They are a great protector over little ones. The two of them will make great buddies. In addition to loving kids, Frenchies are delicate with them. From the first minute they meet, they become friends. The dogs are great at forming friendship relationships. They really know how to love. Here are some of traits that make them a great babysitter. They're a guardian and protector dog. They are a faithful and loyal partner. The dog is playful and fun. They're easy to train and very intelligent. Calmness and patience are his greatest virtues. There's no doubt that Frenchies are affectionate. It seems these friendly dogs were bred specifically for companionship. While they might be slow to be housebroken, the dogs tend to get along pretty well with others. They're the best if you don't need big barkers. We love them because they hardly need much exercise, meaning they're just fine in small areas. Frenchies also enjoy a crate safety. Number 6. Their ears come in 2 shapes. Most French dogs are popularly known due to their SWAT ears. Originally, the French ones had rose-shaped ears, which is almost the same to their larger English relatives. The thing is, English breeders preferred the shape, but their American counterparts liked the distinct bat ears. One of the most common concerns and fears among new French Bulldog owners is wondering whether their dog is destined to have erect or floppy ears. The truth is, watching these dogs' ears go up is both an interesting and entertaining process. When the ears begin to go up, in most instances, they don't do it at the same time. The ears do seemingly do all sorts of wonky things, especially during the teething stage. For instance, one ear can be up while another one down, and then the following day, the opposite ears will stand and/or lay down. One ear might be up for weeks before the other one stands up. When they begin standing up, often, they aren't completely erect. They resemble airplane wings. The point is, when your dog is done teething, generally, his or her ears will stand correctly. Number 7. They have a strict weight limit. Yes, you read that right. The weight of your French Bulldog shouldn't pass the 28-pound weight limit. Well, it can, but exceeding it is an automatic disqualification according to AKC's breed standard for a show dog. Since this breed of dogs loves to eat and can thus become obese easily, it's prudent to closely monitor the feeding habits of your pet. Doing so will go miles in making sure that he or she doesn't exceed the recommended weight. The male French pups should weigh 9 to 13 kgs, 20 to 28 pounds, while the female ones should weigh 8 to 12 kgs, 18 to 26 pounds. In terms of height, both the female and male ones should measure 28 to 30 centimeters or 11 to 12 inches. The ideal weight of your dog is dependent on a number of factors, chief among them being body weight and genetics. So how do you if your French Bulldog is overweight? The following basic signs should give you a clue. No muscle definition, inability to groom himself or herself properly, heavy breathing even after little exercise. Since they're very playful dogs, if you notice that he or she gets tired even after some little play, it could be an indication that it's time he or she sheds some weight. To tell if your dog is underweight, you need to look at his or her rib cage. You must be able to feel every individual rib. Nevertheless, you should not be able to view every rib too easily. The health implications of being overweight or underweight are countless. If he or she is overweight, he or she can be susceptible to an array of diseases such as heart ailments and diabetes. The dog can also experience respiratory issues and joint problems. An underweight dog can be suffering from gastrointestinal disease or kidney disease. To get your dog to shed or gain weight, you can employ a number of strategies. If it's underweight, obviously you need to feed him more, and vice versa if he's overweight. Alternatively, you could try different types of foods to see if he or she will lose or gain weight. Exercises are handy to overweight bulldogs. If you apply different strategies and your dog is still overweight or underweight, you need to take him or her to a veterinarian to get professional advice on what to do. Number 8. It was a darling pet of Romanov family. The Romanovs were pet aficionados. They owned a menagerie of pets. Chief among them might have been Ortino, Tatiana Romanov's most beloved and cherished French Bulldog. Tatiana gave her dog the run of the household. What's more is that she allowed her pet to sleep on her bed in spite of his loud snoring. When the entire Romanov family was murdered in cold blood during the Russian Revolution, Ortino was still alive. To date, Ortino's ultimate fate remains unknown. Number 9. Ranked number 1 in the UK, number 4 in the US and number 1 in the world. In terms of popularity, the Labrador Retriever and German Shepherd have always stolen headlines throughout the world. However, times are changing. Frenchie's rising popularity can be attributed to the fact that countless professional athletes and celebrities not only own them, but they also film themselves playing with these cuties. Their recent popularity has resulted in a soar in their price. From the normal colored to the exotic ones, all types of Frenchies are costly. For instance, the exotic colors cost around $3,000 to $8,000. The mini Frenchies tend to be relatively affordable compared to the normal-sized ones. Their pricey price tag is also attributed to the fact that they don't breed naturally, they need to be artificially inseminated. Number 10. They only breed through artificial insemination. French Bulldogs don't breed naturally. To give birth, they need artificial insemination coupled with cesarean section. In fact, more than 80% of litters are delivered this way. Their inability to natural breeding is due to them having slim hips, which makes the male one unable to mount their partners and reproduce naturally. Consequently, breeders need to undertake artificial insemination of their female dogs. The average French pup averages 3 puppies per litter. Sometimes, in one litter, the French Bulldog has 7 to 8 puppies. However, it only happens in rare instances. At times, Bulldogs have silent or erratic heats that might be a side effect of impaired thyroid or thyroid disease. So there you have it. Thanks for watching. Please remember to subscribe.